How do you see our Filipino heritage evolving within the Filipino Stevenage community?
That's very difficult in a way. Because I think the parents are trying to pass on yung beliefs and traditions that we have. We're still trying to do it. Yeah. Our traditions like Christmas, birthdays, New Year, hindi pa rin nakakalimutan ng mga parents nyo yun. But somehow, there's also the influence of the Western culture na it's very difficult for like us na pinalaki sa Pilipinas na iba yung value namin. But because you're here, the parents are trying to sort of like yung adjust to it.
The only thing that I would consider is, like you said, the traditions. Like the Christmas is such a big thing for us. Like it's very community, very family together. Like Simbang Gabi, Barrio Fiesta is very proud to be Filipino. We all do it together, and we always try and celebrate with one another. Like especially Christmas is such a big thing for us, and it's been passed down to us.
Obviously, we have a great Stevenage community in here. I mean, our friends, the Dabra Cats, we always try to keep, the tradition, celebrate, and every celebration, Christmas, we still gather, I've got a really good committee here that trying to keep, preserving our Filipino culture back here, if you know what I mean. I know we've integrated to the English sort of community as well.
In the Stevenage small town,
Yeah.
you do have local people as well that are not just in Stevenage, like you've got Letchworth, Hitchin, Filipinos that come around. I think for me, I think going to school in St. Vincent, we had like Heritage Days, and I remember one specific day where we were trying to show off like our Filipino barongs and flags, but I remember one of the teachers had put the flag the wrong way round.
Oh yeah,
and then
it's the war.
And we told them off because obviously that means war.
Good, yeah. So how the Filipino actually, like first thing actually, the Filipino culture. One thing I've noticed is with the taste, with the food, and I think even the way I cook and daddy, and also I have noticed with the friends as well. It's not like a true Filipino the way we do it. Like for example, the adobo. Yeah, now I actually mix it with a bit of chili, which I know growing up in the Philippines, we only have garlic, ginger, onions, and bay leaves, and peppercorn. It's a combination. That's one thing I have noticed, that we are using also what is available here, and also we try to mix and experiment as well, and we kind of liking it. It's just like we are creating our own recipe and our own. Yeah, so that's one thing.
I think it's evolving. It's sort of being implemented. The cultures and traditions. Most of them are still implemented, and I can still see who are going to work and all that, just passing by me, and they'll still say, they'll still bless mano, and then they'll say, "How are you, tita?" So the tita and tito words also still there, and they keep still saying opo and po, using those respectful words.
You see things like mana po, or asking for a bless, saying tita, tito, that.
In a way, it's not sort of like, it's evolving, it's sort of incorporated, but it's not.
That elderly respect, do you think you see more of that, or the same as, or what you expected?
Within the Filipino community, it's quite good.
And our little group hangs out, all have the same tastes. Sometimes we bring out the Filipino music, we bring out the food. I think that's a good option too, actually, to talk about food. There's a lot more Filipino cuisine restaurants around, not just in main cities like London, like in here, Stevenage, other people opening bars, sharing food that's part of our culture. I think it's very nice.
Filipinos are now involved in other events. But again, it took a while for me to be able to come on guys, we need to represent our community. I mean, during the first few ones, Dick Owens even danced at Gordon Gray, and even like your Ate Chanel and Ate Aika and all those sorts. So, but as everything evolved now, I mean, you got the new generation doing it. So it's really nice to see that there are more parents who are involved in it.
Even seeing like a good amount of Filipino friend groups in other schools, while Tito's friend group was probably accumulated of I don't know how many schools just around Stevenage or Hertfordshire. So yeah.
Yeah. It's also actually nice to see that you guys are also like into sports.
Yeah.
And again, especially basketball. it's one of the favorite sports in the Philippines. I mean, sports is also one of the things that we do excel as Filipinos. I mean, we might be naturally tall. I mean, you are now, but but we do basically, like as I said, we put our heart into it, and that's basically what kind of like makes us special. Because your heart and mind is always into what you do.
Having the Mama Mary that goes to different houses in springtime to summertime, and then again getting together, seeing familiar faces that you would have never bumped in for until you see them.
But I think it's also fair to say, like in those same events, sort of the integration of the rest of the community, like the non-Filipino parts of the community, into our festivals.
Yeah.
Like, and seeing that as well, because I think we saw it like on the last Barrio Fiesta, like the amount of like non-Filipinos that were also there, that were asking questions that, you know, to literally anyone, you know, and people were answering, getting involved and all of that stuff.
And I think there's a lot of mixed marriages as well now, like of me and your dad. They become more integrated, wanting to be part of that community, because I think the Filipino community in Stevenage are very strong in terms of, you know, like getting together, you know, involving every generation, and the communication. We have a website also that they developed to say that we are, you know, somebody's in need, somebody's able to do this, or prayers or support, is very much that you know, that's everybody's little project, however small or big. It's you know, it matters.
It's a difficult one. I think the more generations grow up, obviously I think it'll become less and less stronger than
within your generation.
Within my generation, and then obviously within the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Although we do try very hard to maintain that cultural heritage within the Filipino community, I think naturally, it will, hopefully not, but I think it will die down.
Hopefully not. That's why we're here at passing it to you guys, isn't it? Especially like Tita Lisa and Tita Tess, and there are the pioneers and Tita Myla, and they're really kind of the one who's really really determined and dedicated to carry on this Filipino heritage within this community. Continue showing your generation that this is our heritage that we would like to continue, but hopefully you will carry on.
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully we will get some younger people in our generation to continue that.
As long as there are Filipinos devoted to participating and taking over the management of this, it's all about linking up with our stakeholders, linking up with the borough councils, and encouraging young people as well, like the second generations here in Stevenage, to take over and obviously feel the ownership of this very important Filipino tradition called Barrio Fiesta.
Yeah, I think it's like just staying committed to like making sure that it's always evolving and it's always like improving. As long as there's people who are like committed to that, then it will keep on evolving. I think it's also making sure that everyone's involved and that it stays a community. because I think Stevenage has like a very big community, and it's making sure that stays for the indefinite future.